The Light Beer Project 1 Kirin Light. Okay, I started the malt liquor project, and then I was planning to do the light beer project after, but I realized that I had the Kirin Light and the Busch Light in my fridge, and I didn't want to go out and repurchase them. So I'll do the Kirin Light and Busch Light as part of the light beer project, and then I'll go back to the malt liquors and finish that project, which who knows how long that'll take. Okay. And the sun is that way. I should have positioned this differently, but anyway, 12 ounces. This was $7.49 for the 6-pack at Rouse's. Some stores sell it, some don't. It's not like Budweiser everywhere, but it's in many stores. Thick white head, clear, golden straw or straw appearance, very bubbly. A little bit of sediment in there. You're going to see that in almost every beer you ever try, especially, well, you will see it on a super bright day like today. You wouldn't see it normally. It does have some grit in it. It is brewed in Los Angeles under the supervision of Kirin Brewery in Japan. This beer was introduced in 1989, and then the Kirin Ichiban came out in 1990, and these are sold in the United States. Okay, let's check out the aroma. It's pungent. It's a beer aroma, which makes sense. It's a light beer aroma, but it does have some character to it. Okay, Rate Beer and Beer Advocate are giving it very low scores. Beer Advocate saying poor, the bros say poor. Rate Beer saying 1 out of 100. Now, for this to be a 1 out of 100, I think it would have to be, for sure, undrinkable and essentially just horrible in every way. Horrible aroma, taste, mouthfeel, and finish, and appearance. Well, it's none of those things. And that's the problem with Rate Beer and Beer Advocate. You can trust them on the high-end gourmet beers, okay, because that's mostly what you have as far as people rating. You got those type of people that are only into the high-end gourmet beers, so you're gonna get pretty reliable scores there. But then you'll have the same people rate mass-produced beers, and they have a built-in bias, and they pretty much automatically hate them, and they don't give them a chance. And that's what I've been finding. That's what I've found since I started looking at those sites about 1999. I'm not a great fan of light beer. I certainly see where it has its place. It didn't become the most popular style of beer in the world because it was terrible. This beer has a clean flavor. It's crisp, clean, refreshing. It's highly drinkable. Yes, it's a light beer flavor. It makes sense. It's a light beer. It's very mellow. Would go well, I think, would go very well with spicy Mexican food or Japanese food, sushi and sashimi and all of that. So I would advise you to do a malt liquor drinking project and a light beer drinking project and so on. I did the malt liquor drinking project in 2008 and went through all of them and thought about each one. And then I decided to do a video. I did it on another channel, and I didn't like, well, Google doesn't really like you doing separate channels, so that was one problem. And I figured I would do a better job with the malt liquor project and the light beer project and so on. So those are the first two, okay? Aside from Louisiana Beer Reviews, which is another decades-long project. But these are more like, these are theme projects. Yeah, I don't see anything wrong with it, except that, you know, it's watery, it's light. But for a light beer, it's really nice, and I would highly recommend it. So I want to invite you to check out the next installment of the light beer project, which will be Busch Light, and then we'll take a break from light beer and go back to the malt liquor project. And I don't know how long that's going to take to finish, because the problem there is getting a hold of malt liquors. There's a lot I can get around here, but there are many I cannot, and I'll have to find those on travels and whatnot. So let me know what you think about light beer in general, and particular light beers, and that'd be an interesting topic of discussion, I think. Thank you very much.